Like, comment, subscribe.
And ring the bell.
Merry Christmas. Whatever that means. Well, I'm sitting in Kansas. My load I was told the trailer's loaded and it's ready to be picked up. I was given the trailer number. I drove from St. Joseph's, Missouri to Salina, Kansas, and the place is closed. This was on Christmas Eve. Sales, everybody at Prime, oh my God, they're not supposed to be closed. They don't say anything about closing. We don't understand this, or you at the right place, blah, 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 blah. So I'm pulled into their driveway now with a locked gate, and now I have to back out onto a 2-lane highway, or roadway. Wasn't real busy. It wasn't real busy because of Christmas Eve, of course, but all it takes is one car, and there goes possibly your livelihood, because you don't want to back out and decapitate somebody. So I thought about it for a minute, and I figured there was a sheriff's station about 4 miles up the road. I figured I'd just call them and have them come block traffic so I can back out of there safely. Because dispatch is telling me that, yeah, there's nothing they can do. They can take me off the load. They don't show any loads over there right now, and I don't even care. It's like, no, just leave me on the load. The load originally wasn't supposed to pick up until 12:01 on the 26th. So that kind of made me think they were going to be closed. So I was kind of half expecting this. So, fleet manager messaged me this morning that it shows that they're open today to try to go over there at 1 o'clock or whatever. It's like, why can't Prime call the shipper and find out if they're open instead of me breaking my clock? I mean, come on, really, why can't you guys call? I don't understand it. So anyways, I see the message, I call, I finally hit 0. I get a hold of security, and he tells me, no, there's just a skeleton crew here today. The gates are locked. You can't come in. You can't get your trailer. I said, okay, well, when do you guys open back up? He says, tomorrow. Okay. Luckily, you weren't sitting in front of me, because I'd have called you a moron. Of course you're opening up tomorrow, stupid. I mean, come on, really? When are you opening up? Tomorrow. Okay, well, what time tomorrow? You know what he tells me? I don't know. Maybe around 6. You don't know what time your company opens? Okay, fine. So I'm going to go ahead and at some point today try to catch some more Z's, because I am going to call back at midnight tonight and find out, are you guys opening in 1 minute or not? Because my load says to pick up tonight at 12:01. 12:01 is no longer Christmas Day. You guys are a 24/7 facility. Does this mean you guys open at 12:01 on 26? I hope so. This load's supposed to take me by Springfield so I can pick up my permits for my truck, some anti-gel, and some other things I need for the truck. And then just so happens that my daughters are home. I'm going to go pick up Melissa from Arkansas on this trip. I do need to get back to Springfield early January. I got to find out if I go directly to pick up Melissa in Arkansas from here, it's 289 miles. If I go to Springfield, Springfield was 300 and something. And then it's going to add about 300 miles to my trip, I believe. Which makes no sense. There's something's got to be wrong with the way I'm looking at that on the map. Because, no, it's not adding 300 miles. I think it's adding 3 hours to the trip. About 150 miles. Maybe that's what it was. I don't know. But it's adding time to the trip, which is weird because it really shouldn't. Well, but then again, it does because either it wants you to go up to St. Louis and up to... Because I'm going to Florida. You guys are probably wondering what I'm... Well, we don't know where you're going, so how do we know? I'm taking this load to Florida. So it wants me to go to well, you know what? I don't even know which way it wants me to go. I'm looking at Google GPS. I haven't Googled it on my Ram McNally yet. So why don't we do that? Why don't we do that right here on the video? Let's see.
In 500 feet, turn right on West Crawford Street and then take the entrance to the left in 960 feet.
Alright, let's find my 90. Oh, the 90 is not in here. That's right. That's right. Yeah, that's right. The 90's not in here because it wasn't a good address. My truck is off, so I can't see the Qualcomm. The Qualcomm's got to turn themselves off nowadays, not like the good old days where you looked at them and they were always on yapping at you. It did that for a while. They made an adjustment on this Qualcomm to where it was working just like the MCP 2000 or whatever it is, where it talks to you half the night. You know, keep telling you got messages and stuff, which is annoying, but it's good because you don't miss anything. With this one, it shuts off and that's it. It's done. And then they set it to where it was on for 10 hours. So you could start a 10-hour break and the thing would be on the whole time you're on your break, which was nice. I like it to be on. I like to know I can get communications from dispatch. Because then I can shut my phone off and not have to worry about it. If you guys are wondering what this video is about, it's about nothing. There's no rhyme or reason to this video. It's just a day in my life. If you're wondering, you know, what's David H. doing on Christmas morning? This is it. I'm actually watching a Christmas Story on TV on Netflix. Not A Christmas Story, Cinderella, not a Cinderella. Yeah, it's a Christmas Story, something like that, but it's like a Cinderella premise. Waiting for Melissa to call. It's 9 o'clock. She probably gets up around 10. But, you know, this is all to be expected. I dropped my load on Christmas Eve at 8:30 in the morning over in St. Joseph's, Missouri. And I didn't think about it till I was driving over there. I thought to myself, oh, crap. How am I going to get a load on Christmas Eve? Is there going to be anything? So I'm dunking a donut, if you're wondering what I'm doing. Mmm. Mmm. It's a glazed donut with strawberry frosting on it. Mmm. That's rather nice tasting with the coffee. I apologize for eating on camera. But like I said, this has got no premise to this video. It's just a video. That washes right. It's just a video, just as if you guys were sitting in the passenger seat.
You have 2 unread messages.
And Melissa's calling me right now. So let me talk to you guys later. Alright, I just got off the phone with Melissa. Oh, and I must say, man, it felt good. It feels good. I know I'm going to pick her up. I just need to get some normalcy back in my life here. Look, I have teeth. I haven't smiled in a few days, man. I don't know why, but talking to her just now has just made me happy. I think maybe it's because we're actually talking about, we're making the plan on, on picking her up. I don't know. Anyways, while I was on the phone with her, I played with the GPS, aka GPS, to see what the deal is. And it sucks because I got to go through Springfield. My plan was to get to Springfield sometime to get my 2020 permits. I need to get anti-gel. I need to get washer fluid. I need to get my truck DOT'd, but I ain't going to do that now. I got to come back. I got to come back in January. My truck DOT is good for like the first part of January, so I'm going to come back in January and do that. And I'm also got to go do an eye appointment and things like that. I'm going to make probably take a couple of days in Springfield, get my DOT done on the truck, get my eye exam done, and all that good stuff. Anyways. Anyways, here's what we got going on here. So let me just show you guys. It might be fun. Oh, damn it, you ain't gonna be able to see. Oh yeah, it's gonna zoom in. Okay, let's see. Let me try to do this. So you can see what I'm doing here. Okay, let's go to history. We're going to go to there you go. And we're gonna go there.
Proceed to the highlighted route.
Oh, it incurs tolls. Oh my goodness gracious, a whole $10 in tolls? I think I'll pay those. I think I'll pay those tolls. So, what are we looking at here? You know how hard this is doing this in mirror vision? Just so you know, I'm doing it backwards and I'm looking in the camera. Okay, you can see my route. I'm going to Florida. All right, most importantly, what we want to see. 1,478 miles, 25 hours, 17 minutes. Boy, that's backwards in there. All right, so now we're going to add, I'm going to add this stop. Real quick. I got to put an address in real quick. Type. Okay. So now,
Proceed to the highlighted route.
I'm going to pick up Melissa.
Proceed to the highlighted route.
Let's see what that did. Guys, I'm just having fun. I hope you guys are enjoying this, or at least getting a kick out of it. 1,491 miles. I believe that's what it says. I'm seeing this in backwards on my screen here. And it is total time 26 hours and 55 minutes. No, 26 hours and 22 minutes. So now you can see I've detoured. Instead of it was originally going like this and down. Now it's taken me through Arkansas to pick Melissa up right there, which she's right off the 40, pretty close to the 40, which is nice. And there's a Walmart a mile from where she's at that has truck parking, literally truck spots. Oh, but wait, you say, you got to go through Prime. Damn it, that's right. So we got 26 hours, 22 minutes, 1491. Let's add Prime into the mix. Oops, wrong button. Here, let me just do it real quick, because I'm mostly retarded. And Prime 1. Add as the via. Start points, we need to... Prime, obviously, is going to be before Arkansas.
Proceed to the highlighted route.
Woo! We're strobing out. Uh-oh. Whoa. Stop. Uh-oh, I think I broke it. Ain't never done that before. I'll fix. I wonder if it's camera on camera action. It got freaking freaked out. I don't know. It's so human-y or something. Okay, so now what did it do? 1,617 miles. Whoa. So that added what, like 120 miles or something like that to it? And 29 hours and 23 minutes. And you can see why. Now there's Springfield. There's freaking Melissa in Arkansas. And over. You can see she's on the Arkansas-Oklahoma border. So if I was coming straight down and over, it's quicker. Or I found if I take her out of the mix and go straight there, it's the same as if I was just picking her up. So, needless to say, it's going to cost me a little time to go pick her up as long as I'm going to Springfield. So I was thinking, well, you know what? Let me do this. Why don't I not go to Springfield? Why don't I call and see when you actually have to have your 2020 tags? Is there a grace period? Can you go? If I remember right, there was some kind of a grace period last year after I got my tags. It was like, you have like till January 14th or something. So I'm thinking, well, if that's the case, I'll just get the tags when I come back in January, mid-January or early January. Kill all those birds with one stone. And then I thought, well, I've got a ton of time on this load. Still, even with those pickups, this drops on the 30th. The plan was if I picked it up, the original plan is if I got it yesterday, I could have took it to Springfield, dropped it there, and seen if Springfield had a better load for me. If they didn't have a better load, keep this load, take it and drop it in Florida, and then, do something out of there, see if I can drop it. If there was something coming out of Florida earlier, I can drop it at the drop yard and then come out of there. Or just stay on the load, sit on the tail end, on the back end in beautiful sunny Florida. It's probably not sunny, but beautiful weather Florida. Yeah, if I got to sit somewhere, I want to sit somewhere nice, not in a freaking winter wonderland up north, Wisconsin or Wyoming or some nonsense. Not unless I got my snuggle bunny with me. But, so I'm like, yeah, I mean, I was talking to Fleet Manager, dude, but, that's a lot. It's going to be my only trip this week. This is the homie. What's up? And, possibly.
In 500 feet, turn right on West Crawford Street and then take the entrance to the right in 370 feet.
Thank you, Wendy. Thank you. But he's all, no, man, don't worry about it. Prime knows that guys are sitting around because of the holiday here. And if you're sitting because of like this, he goes, they're gonna take care of me. So he said, don't worry about it. Even if it is your only load, we're gonna figure X. There's gonna be an adjustment. I don't want to go into money because it's throwing money numbers out there. I'm finding is not a good thing to do, man. I've always been. It's when it comes to money and how much you make and everything. I've always been it's really no one's business type of a guy. But, that's how my dad taught me. And then the fact that I owned a business, they didn't want knowing how much you're making because they'll want it. I started throwing paychecks out here and everything. I'm going to tell you guys this way, man. Solo lease operator is not a big money deal, okay? Especially when you bring in benefits and home time. If you want to go home at all and you're going to be solo, make damn sure you stay company. I'm telling you guys this. You can make good money as company. You can lose a lot of money at lease, okay? It's roughly $175 a day just for the truck payment. All right. So me sitting here 2 days, $175 a day. What are they going to give me? They always say, well, we want to keep you profitable. Well, profits means I made $1. That's a profit. But I'm not. This isn't that video. I have not been done wrong yet to where it makes me hem and haw. Now, something just happened to me a couple of days ago where I was furious. I mean, furious. But I knew better with everything that's going on in my life. I knew better to stop. Don't call. I called and talked to a couple people about it. Didn't get too excited. I knew better to just stop, David. Get off the phone. Don't talk to nobody about it. Your life is fucked up right now. Everything in your life is garbage, which is going to make this problem seem a lot worse than it is. And after, I don't know, a day, maybe half day, I started thinking about it, and to where I wanted to call and cuss and scream and holler and jump up and down and yell and everything. I wanted to call and thank them for what they did. Because in the end, it was the right thing to do. But they went about it the wrong way, which was making me upset. And yeah, just the way they do things is not right, but what they did was right. And once I cleared my head and I thought about that, I should call and thank them for it. I never did call them and complain or anything. I never got to them, which I'm glad. But, some of you guys out there that I talk to all the time, you notice I haven't been talkative. I haven't talked to you. I told you I don't want to talk. It's for a reason, man. The last 3 days or whatever, 4 days, however long it's been, I know I'm not in the right frame of mind. Because of personal life. Somebody made mention in a comment that your videos are turning into complaining videos. And I mean, that hit me. Again, I'm not in a good state of being right now. And for somebody to say that, it made me sit and think, yeah, my whole life's going into the toilet. Of course, my videos are going into the toilet also. So I decided to stay away from, social media for the most part and whatnot until I can try to get my head screwed back on straight. Here it is, Christmas morning. I should be on the phone with family, wishing them Merry Christmas. But I don't. Trucking stuff sometimes, man. It took my life. It took my way of life. It destroyed me. I'm always going to believe that. No matter how many people tell me it's not my fault. It's not this. It's, life is just the way it is. I'm going to always believe trucking destroyed me. But having said that, this isn't a negative against trucking. Trucking is a great career. I love trucking. I love being out here. I love being out here with Melissa. I just don't like that this ain't about that. This ain't about that. Let's just say this. If you're coming to trucking and you have a family at home, just be careful. It can completely disrupt your family. Kids need their father. Kids need their mother. My kid was a grown adult, so I figured that, she didn't need me anymore. And I go, well, you know what? I can go trucking. I was wrong. My wife and daughter, regardless of what they told me, they needed me at home. And because I wasn't there, all of our lives are ruined now. Will we recover? I think so. Will I ever have a relationship with my daughter? We were, this ain't that video. Here we go. I keep going into that. No, man, we're getting out of the dumps. I'm gonna have to do some editing on this bitch. But this is my Christmas. Ho